All right, what's up, everybody? This is Bowen from Dana White's Contender Series from the LFA. If you remember him from UFC, how's it going, man?
Good, good. Enjoying this weather, man. We were snowed out down here in Arkansas for a few weeks. Sun's finally back out now, though.
Yeah, you're kind of lucky because I'm from Texas, so it's been kind of a downhill kind of battle here.
Oh, snap.
So, yeah, being here, staying in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hotel for a few days and with the power, no heat, no power, no water, no nothing here. It's been kind of crazy, to say the least.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's been crazy here, man. It's been pretty crazy. So, basically, I just kind of wanted to start off. What got you into UFC, basically? Like, what made you want to fight, basically, and in MMA and stuff like that?
I just always grew up in martial arts. That kid, as a ninja every year for Halloween, that type of thing. But I'm also just growing up in areas where I kind of had to fight, so it was never anything out of the ordinary for me. It just when I figured out you can make a career out of it, is almost just natural, man. Growing up playing all the fighting video games, I did martial arts lightly as a kid. But then out of high school, man, when I met some people that do this for a legitimate living, and I was like, oh man, I got to get into that. So about 17, 18, I believe I got into it full time. And since then, yeah, take it off.
So, like, talk to me about like your very first fight. Like, how was that? Like going into the ring, basically. Like, how was your mentality there for your very first fight? Yeah, going way back
Oh,
when in 2013 or so.
shit. It
Yeah,
was perfect, man. I was training nothing but Gracie Jiu Jitsu, man.
yeah,
It was straight self defense, and it was one of those things, classic first few fights, and your opponent switches 3 or 4 times the
yeah.
same time that night. But I ended up fighting a guy for like 6 fights my first fight, and I just used straight Gracie Jiu Jitsu, man. Clinched up, took him down, and submitted him. And yeah, man. So my first one was super smooth, man. My
Yeah,
first 2 fights were in the amateurs. I just had
yeah.
really good fundamentals, not with punching, but submitted some guys. It was more about my fifth or sixth fight when I ran into some guys that could do it as well, where the pressure got real,
That's whenever they kind of
they're
jumped up
showing
and
up with,
yeah,
oh yeah, they're showing up with legitimate coaches in their corner that I was watching, and it was like, oh shit.
yeah.
But
That was like way different. So, like, how different is like the LFA like jumping to that like standpoint?
same, man. It's like that. It's like the step before the UFC. It's a good show. When
Hmm.
you're on there, they treat you real nice. They pay well. It's a great experience, man. It's definitely the perfect prep for the big show.
So then going to Dana White's Contender Series, like talk to me about like how like it was silent. Like talk to me about like how mentality wise that is different basically from like the LFA and stuff like that. But like going into the ring with no music,
Oh,
no nothing. Yeah.
that was yeah, that was the weirdest shit, dude. Because I'm hyped in my mind. I believe you don't need
Right.
anything. When it's time to fight, you'll fight. You'll just do it, But at the same time, I'm behind that door, hyped. Me and my corners, I'm doing my
Yeah.
thing, and you walk out, and it's all these people in masks just staring at you.
Right. That's
Like there's no music, there's nobody hype. They're not like bouncing or nothing with it. They just
right.
like have their masks and they're just looking at you like you're just another person there to fight, which we are. But at the same time, I like that energy of the crowd where that's the real support is, where they show the love and brings that extra intensity to you.
Right. Cause like watching it from the TV standpoint, like me, like it was crazy just seeing like the mask, nobody talking, nobody even saying anything, no music, no nothing, just seeing
Yeah.
the fighters walk to the ring in dead ass
I can't
silence.
remember exactly. Did oh, so they didn't show any music or anything on the TV either?
No, it was dead silent. Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched it a few times, man, but it's one of those things where I just in the hotel room right after that fight, we were working sprawls and not making that same mistake, so I immediately moved on from it. But yeah, I've only seen it a few times and I haven't actually seen like the actual televised production of it.
It's
So,
dead ass silent, like nothing at all. So it's pretty
oh
crazy.
man,
That's why I was
so
like,
weird.
that's why I like talking to some fighters about it. Like that's what they say. Like it's just it's creepy, like it's eerie almost. That's why it's so crazy to me how different it is
Yeah,
now compared
it
to like
was though.
COVID
It
life and
immediately.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I walked out and it just got awkward immediately, but it was still you just whatever you're there to fight don't matter. But nonetheless, it was like, all right, guys.
So what's like a typical training day for you basically? Like just waking up from that point forward to night. Like what's a typical training day basically?
Um, okay, so wake up. We have our morning classes about 6 a.m. jiu-jitsu every day, Monday through Friday, 6
Mhm.
a.m. jiu-jitsu. Come back. Usually have some clients in between, but I don't count those sessions as anything. But then we come back and then we have 11 a.m. MMA class, which is going on right now. Is recording it kind of in the background, but we have 11 a.m. class. Then I teach noon jujitsu right after, and then we go home, rest up, eat, do the thing, come back at about 5. Well, it depends on the day, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. striking, 6 p.m. gi jujitsu, and then MMA right after.
So pretty much just a
And
full
I'm
packed
blessed
on
with
day.
it. Yeah, every day, but I'm blessed also to work at my gym, and I'm also a personal trainer and
Mhm.
coach. So I have the accessibility to make a living off this, to where I can be here all day. I don't have to worry about too much other stuff
Right. So like
outside of
growing
my
up,
own personal ventures.
who did you like look up to in the like MMA field? Like who would be your main guy, basically?
Mm. And first off, Matt Hughes,
For sure.
just because his hometown is like less than an hour away from my hometown of Springfield, Illinois. So we used to go to
Yeah.
his gym, his little hole in the wall after the UFC, where he was
Yeah.
just the awesome guy, still training a few guys in a crazy old barn. But
Right.
yeah, Matt Hughes, Vincent Ezel. I think he fought on Shark Fights a few times, but Vincent Ezel, that was definitely a big guy. Dan Hornbuckle, that was
Yeah.
definitely an interesting guy. He's old school. Like, I had a cool upbringing, man, where I got to see a lot of these guys in Central Illinois, and I'm meet them on the mat. So yeah, I have to go with Matt Hughes. I really like Dan Hornbuckle coming into it. Vincent Ezel, he was a huge inspiration. And yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to some of those. I could go into more, but Bob Long, that's another guy. I know that he's an OG, man. Anybody
Mhm.
who's like been around, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know him, but he's an OG, man. Bob Long, he's a classy guy. So I have some good inspirations, man.
So basically, my last question for you is like, what should we expect next from you, basically, in the MMA field?
Well, man, I'm trying to make this move down to 170. My whole career, I've jumped both, 170 and
Mhm.
185. I hold titles in both weight classes. But that's just off from 80. 85. I just show up and fight. So I'm trying to make this move to 70. I would love if I would stop. Man, LFA would just give me that 70. They've offered me some
Right.
good 185 fights, man, some really good ones. But career wise, man, I'm trying to drop to the 70 permanently. So it's the move to 70 and a few more knockouts and back on the big show, man.
Most definitely, man. Thank you so much, man, for coming on, and it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I can't wait to see the video, man. I'll tagging you a shout out, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man. I'll text you in a little bit.
Yeah, man, just let me know, dude. That was awesome. I'm gonna get in here and get back to class. So give me some shit.
Thank you so much, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
See ya.